Okay, you guys, let's get one thing straight about Duster. I'm watching it and I will watch it till the end for this pearl and this pearl only. So who is trying to kill her? Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel of Delusional Theories. For this video, I don't have delusional theories, I have theories that will come true. Because it's obvious. It's like 10 episodes. It's a season with 10 episodes, and in episode 3 or 4, we keep getting clues pointing to this one person being the guilty party in the business. No way. Absolutely no way. Anyway, my name is Joe. Welcome. Today we'll be reviewing Duster Season 1, Episode 3. I'm going to assume you know all the shenanigans so far, because these episodes are so long and so much happens in them, but things are so messy that there's so many shenanigans that it would be hard for me to sum it all up at this point, at this moment in time. So I'm going to assume you're caught up. And in this episode, the cop from the episode before is in a coma. So baby boy Jimmy thinks business is solved. Business is not solved, Jimmy. You need to go there and you need to get a pillow and you need to that cop. Business is not solved. So first theory that will come true, that cop will come out of the coma, he will become a threat, and Jimmy is gonna have to run for his life to the hospital to go pillow that cop. We find out that the van explosion that exploded Joey, Jimmy's brother, keep that in mind. I know it's a lot of information, keep that in mind. The explosion was caused by an industrial grade substance, C4. I have no idea what this means. I mean, I know what industrial grade means. I have no idea what C4 means. But what this means for the story is that it wasn't a propane explosion. It was put there. It was on purpose. It was an ordered business. It was a mission. So now baby boy Jimmy is like, who the hell used that kind of stuff? So who does he go to? Guess who does he go to? His father, because as we've been finding out over these past 3 episodes, his father used to be in the business. And by the business, I mean the criminal business. The Louis Tomlinson, I wanted to be a criminal business. If you don't know that reference. Anyway. He goes to his father and he, once again, this boy does not, at this point, I'm on the stepmother side. I'm on her side, because what do you mean? She has established the boundary. You can come around, but you have to tell us when you're coming so you don't catch us in situations like these. And Jimmy just appears every single time. So in this moment in time, I am on stepmother's side of it, okay? But anyway, his daddy, his criminal daddy, has all the information and he gives him the name Paris. What was it? Paris Guilford. Paris Guilford is the only person in the game that provides such my Portuguese is trying to crawl in, such substances as C4 for explosions. So what does Jimmy do? This mastermind. Can you guys tell that my energy is back? Because I've been doing yard work. Because I'm an old lady in the countryside in Portugal. Jimmy, the mind of a mastermind. I need to stop laughing at my own jokes, guys. Jimmy, the mind of a mastermind, calls the lady, Paris Guilford, and is like calling from Saxton side of business, calling from Saxton, and we need to order a similar order of C4 that we ordered for the Joey business, for the Joey job. And he's trying to test it, right? He's trying to test if the Paris lady is going to recognize the Saxton reference and the C4 reference and the Joey reference. And you know what she tells him? She says, all right, we got you. Let me know the details. So he's confirmed that the C4 came from Paris and potentially that Saxton was the one who ordered it. But I have a problem with this, and I think this will be important later, is that the lady doesn't confirm that Saxton did it. Because, I mean, it's the criminal world. it's a criminal world. Jimmy could be ordering this thing on behalf of Saxton and use the reference to Joey because she knows she was the one who provided for the Joey attack without it having been ordered by Saxton. You know, like Saxton could have found out that she was the one who did the job for Joey on behalf of someone else and want the same job to be done now. It doesn't necessarily mean, I hope, that Saxton was the one behind it back in Joey's time when the Joey job happened. But this is what Jimmy understands. He understands that Saxton was the one who ordered it. He ordered it from Paris and he ordered it to put it on Jimmy's van. Theory number 1 that will come true, Saxton maybe didn't order it then. Or if he ordered it then, it was for a different purpose. And when I was watching this, another idea came through my mind, which if Saxton is the one who is trying to protect these people against whoever in the police force or whatever is actually putting these hits out on people, Joey and Nina's dad, if Saxton is the one who's protecting them, maybe he knew they were coming for Jimmy, the same way they came for Nina's dad. He ordered the explosives, set everything up, and then made it seem like Joey died, but he didn't die, and he's alive somewhere. This is my hope for Joey. I want Joey to be alive. We've heard so much about Joey as well. We've seen his widow, we've seen his kid, we've seen his father, we've seen everyone. We've heard so much about Joey. Can we now please see Joey? I think if we don't see him in real life, in the present, we will see him in the past at least. But anyway, Jimmy, in the end, after this Paris call, tells Nina about Paris and is like, maybe you're right. Check this out for me, please. And their relationship is happening, is bonding because Jimmy is doubting Saxon. I still think Saxon didn't do it. Or if he did it, was it some other intention? Because they wouldn't be pointing to the guilty party in a 3rd episode, right? Right. I'm always correct about all of my theories. Always. But anyway, the rest of the episode, Jimmy spends time with Saxton. He sabotages his driver's car on purpose so that he becomes the driver for the day. And we find out interesting information that Saxton, this was for a meeting. Like, Jimmy drove Saxton for a meeting with the Russians, which I'm imagining is the Russian mob. And this could potentially be the biggest deal of his life. Like, he's making a deal with the Russians. Something is happening. Some business is being dealt with. And he says this is going to be like the move of his career, the thing that's going to make him as rich as the Kennedys or something like that. So whatever is happening in the neighborhood with Saxton's business, with Saxton's gangster business, I've been calling him a gangster this whole time. And I'm not even sure what he does. But I mean, if you're procuring a heart for your son, to do heart surgery in the back of a van or like in a random building, you are criminal. Something is going on. I don't know what he does. He does something criminal. But potentially this deal with the Russians could be like a big deal for him and put him in the map and make sure like that he's like set for life and that his people are set for life and whatever. What the hell is going down with the Russians? What is the Russian mob known for? I'm not in the mob. I don't know. And guess how they end the night. This actually I enjoyed very much. It's so funny because Saxton felt really good about his meeting, right? He met with the Russians. He didn't understand most of what they said, but it went well. So he wants to celebrate. Instead of going to a chill place to celebrate, he goes to a racist bar because this is happening in the 60s. And I'm assuming that back then, I mean, maybe it still happens today, but I'm assuming that back then, like, racism was a lot more forgivable. And if you walked inside of a bar of a bunch of rednecks, they would just try to kill you, which is kind of what happens. It's kind of what happens. Like, they go, and I feel like Saxton went there as like a prize to himself. Like, I'm going to beat up a bunch of racists to put on top of my great meeting. So that's what they do. They go to the bar. Eventually the racists like start being racist towards him, and he's like, you don't know who you're messing with. And Jimmy is down for a beating, so they both get in a fight with all these racists, and Jimmy and Saxton win. That was kind of fun. So that's how Jimmy's part of the story ends. But then Nina, because who found the goddamn report saying it was C4? Nina. Nina was the one who found the report, like the original report from the previous investigator that was dealing with this case before she arrived. She found the report, and the initial report of this investigator was about the goddamn C4. And this report was then tampered with, and the forensic evidence was tampered with to say that it was propane and not C4, to deviate attention from whatever the hell they were trying to deviate attention from. So she finds this report and she's like, that's suspicious. That's weird. She said these exact words, verbatim. Go check it. So, baby girl Nina, the doer that she is, the proactive member of the force that she is, she takes her baby boo, whose name I can't remember, and they go to the sanitarium where this investigator, like this previous FBI agent, is interned in. And I just gotta say this, the way that they made this character be a crazy man, like the way that he plays crazy man, looks so fake. I wouldn't be surprised if the guy is just pretending to be crazy so that they put him there instead of killing him. I wouldn't be surprised. Another theory that will come true. Just you bet. It's episode 3. Something has to happen to the man. But anyway, they get there, they go through shenanigans, go through the kind of shenanigans that would happen in Pretty Little Liars or Riverdale, where the FBI agents get inside the sanitarium through sketchy means. They put on clothes of orderlies, and I think it's an orderly or a janitor and a nurse, and they go around investigating, finding this guy. And it's silly. It's a very silly point, but whatever. It was fun. They are fun to watch because remember, I'm watching it for the pearl. So Nina talks to this guy, and this is the guy, by the way, that's trying to kill her in the beginning. Whatever. But with all the shenanigans, the whole episode was shenanigans with Nina's side. It was all shenanigans. And then in the end, we got one piece of information. And you're not gonna guess. You're not gonna guess what this previous FBI agent told Nina to do. Guess. What do you do in an investigation involving gangsters and the police? Guess. Follow the numbers. And she's like, what numbers? The money, Nina. The money. It's all going to be about the money. It's about gangsters and the police. It's about the money, okay? Follow them. I could have told you that. Me, with all my experience of watching so many murder mysteries and gangster movies and whatever, follow the money. Oh, of course. So in the end, she still thinks she has nothing. She still thinks that the numbers are just silliness from the silly man in the sanitarium. So she goes back to her boss, and her boss is like, I can't fire you. You keep messing up, but I can't fire you because I told my wife about you. And she's so stoked that there's a woman as an FBI agent. I cannot fire you because of my wife. I mean, power to the wife. The power of the wives, people. First of all, just from this one act of, I want to fire you, but I can't because my wife told me not to, I actually like this guy, okay? And he's a well-known actor, isn't it? The Iron Man dude? I think so. So he'll be fun for sure in the end. And, so she's not fired, but then at the end of the day, she gets the call from Jimmy, investigate Paris. So she has a clue to follow up on this case. And eventually, she will get to the goddamn numbers and figure out that she has to follow the money to see who got suspicious transitions right around the time that Joey was killed. And I mean, it's gonna be the dude, right? The FBI agent who's being an asshole to her. It's gonna be him for sure. So there you go. There's that. And don't forget, this all leads back to DC. This is a big conspiracy. Whatever it is that Joey and Nina's dad and Saxton are involved with, big conspiracy. Remember that. But yeah, that's all I have for you today, guys. I'm very happy that my energy is very much back. I think I needed time to mourn The Handmaid's Tale and Nick. So I'm coming back, and yeah, I hope you're enjoying Duster. I'm really enjoying it. I mean, as I've said before, it doesn't feel like something that is too original. It feels a little bit predictable, but it's so goddamn stylish. It's so captivating. You can't help but enjoy watching it. And the Pearl is a great bonus. She's great in it. So yeah, I know that she's not the grabbing factor of this show. It's probably the guy that plays Jimmy. He's the guy from Lost, right? But for me, it's her. I know that I'm gonna be annoyed when I'm editing the video. I'm not gonna have to put her here so many times. But here we go again. Once more, editing Joe. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as usual, like, comment, share, comment specifically, especially favorably. What am I saying? Comment, because I really enjoy talking to you guys in the comments. And I'll be posting again today, actually, Murderbot. I really enjoyed this episode of Murderbot. Like, I was the same feeling that I had with The Wheel of Time, I'm having with Murderbot. I will explain. So, see you in a few hours, I guess. Bye. See you in a few hours, but I'll be recording the video right now.